everyone, it's Ayusia here. It's Friday morning, and yesterday evening I was filming making some tags. So I finished what I backed them with paper on the back. So I just thought I'd show you the finished. That's what it looks like on the back, and that's that one with the printed out image onto caddy paper and fabric and stuff. And then this one I also made yesterday, acknowledging that it was Valentine's Day. The text here says love, stuff about love, and that too is backed with some old paper and stitched all the way around. And this one I made yesterday as well, and that's the back. So today I've been tidying my desk and I have a stack of just random bits and pieces, and rather than squirrel them away somewhere and then forget that I have them, I thought I'm going to use them. I'm going to try and use up the stack of bits and pieces that I've got to one side. And what I thought I would do is to make some collage sheets. Tracy Fox has been talking about collage on her channel. I'll put her video down. She said some really good things, you know, about not overthinking and just being quick and spontaneous. And I think that really is key. And then I suppose the more you practice collaging, the more you discover what your style is and what you like and don't like. And then you grow in confidence about your ability to combine things. But yeah, that's just through playing, which is what I'm going to do today. I have done collage for many years, where in the past when I used to do paintings even on a canvas, I would start with collage, because it's a really good way of getting your creativity flowing and bypassing the thing that makes us overthink things and question our decisions and stuff like that. So that's my aim, although I always end up overthinking, so there we go. But I'm going to start with just an A4 sheet, because it's just nice to have, obviously you need a surface to collage onto, and also it's nice to do it in this size in case I did want to scan it in or anything like that. So I hope this is in frame. I probably will speed things up because I have a really big stack of papers that I just want to use up. So I just thought I would film in case anyone would be interested. I don't know if anyone will, but it's just also for my own process too. So I'm going to begin by just sticking stuff down. I have done this with Mod Podge, but it gets really messy, and some of the images I'm using I printed out onto inkjet. I printed out on my inkjet printer. And I find that when I put Mod Podge over the top of it, some of the colour runs. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use a glue stick or some other glue, which does make it a little slower. But it's also a bit neater. So that's what I'm going to do. So I don't know if I'm going to talk for much more, because I'm not... feeling very chatty this morning. Some of these images I'm using are printouts from Tsunami Rose, various printables, and obviously with these ones, I mean, don't sell my digital images, or I don't really know how to do any of that, so this is just for my own use anyway. So but I suppose if I was going to make a sheet to sell, like to scan in and sell as a printable, then I would need to not use someone else's digital for that, obviously, because that would not be the right thing to do. I'd have to source my own copyright-free images, or use some of my artwork, which actually I am going to do for some of these sheets. So, as I say, I'm just trying not to overthink. I've got just a desk full of scraps, so I'm just going to stick them down and hope that they make some kind of coherent arrangement. So yeah, yesterday when I was making the tags, I was supposed to be going out. I got so comfy at home that we didn't end up going out in the end. Yeah, so we didn't go out in the end. We just stayed home and got a takeaway, which was really nice. So yeah, I'm just literally going to use everything that's on my desk. So this is another Tsunami Rose print, a bit of a printable from Tsunami Rose. Can't remember which kit. I don't actually know what I'm going to do with these collage sheets other than, for now, just using up my scraps. And so that's the only criteria I've given myself, is that I'm going to use up what's on my desk. And that will take a little while because my desk was spectacularly full of stuff, which is what happens when you make, well, it's what happens. The way I work, I don't know, I'm a very messy creative. I tend to just have everything out all at the same time, and then it's just how I work, really. Until I can't cope with the mess anymore, then I have to tidy it, and then I create another mess, and the cycle goes on. So I like the way that these two blues are embracing each other on the page, and there's blue also there. Let's see, what else? I've got some music paper, some very grungy music paper. I will cut one, oh no, that will be upside down, won't it? I'll do it that way. I'll cut one edge of it because I want it to match up with the edge of the paper. Like that over there. And again, with these collage sheets, I tend to stitch a few things down as well, partly to secure them, but also because it adds another layer of texture and it just kind of brings things together. Let me see if I can find one that I've done to show you. So I did these a couple of days ago, and as you can see, I actually used Mod Podge for this. It makes it really, I like the way it makes it feel. It's really strong. So that actually could work well as a the cover for maybe a TN or something, but a TN into. But yeah, so I've done some stitching there around there, just a little bit of stitching. I don't know, I just like the way it adds something to the page, and also with this one as a zigzag. I use white thread, you can't really see it, but there's zigzag stitch and stitching around there and there, and here as well there's stitching. I scanned in these pages to use in my journals. And there, these postcards are from Tsunami Rose as well, and stitched around those as well. So I really like how they turned out. So yeah, I'm just basically making more collage sheets, but this time just using a glue stick, and which will probably mean more stitching, but that's okay. I also have a little thing, because all this stuff was scattered on my desk yesterday, which was making for very difficult working conditions. So today I put them all in a little container, so I've got a few more things to use up from in here as well. I think I'll layer some doilies as well. My mum's coming around this afternoon, so I have just got a couple of hours of quiet. In fact, not long actually, because Daniela's on her way home. Oops, I just ripped that. She's got a flexible timetable at school, so she'll be home soon. Then we can have lunch together, and then my mum will be here. My mum comes over on a Friday to spend time, but also she teaches my younger daughter Kezia piano, and has done for many years, which is an amazing and generous thing to do with her time. I wonder if I should put that there. Yes, I will. So yeah, Friday afternoons are usually spent with my mum. Okay, I think I'll put that there because I need to fill up that space. But there is also a space under there that needs to be filled up, so I'll do that. I think I'll talk through this page and then speed up the rest. I probably won't get much done because of time, as always. So what am I thinking about this morning? This morning I've been thinking about the perils of comparison. Something that I do struggle with quite a lot. And the key, I find, is to hold on to what I like and what I... You know, you spend time with yourself enough as a creative. That sounds weird. You spend time with yourself. You are, yeah, you know what I mean. So you know over time what you like and what you don't like. And I think the key for me is to just have confidence in that and not... get overly worried about what people might think of it, or... I mean, it's easier said than done, isn't it? But it's something that I do have to practice daily. And just go, no, I trust my own taste. And obviously we're all inspired by each other, and I think that that's the joy of this platform of sharing creativity and creative work, is that we all inspire and champion each other, hopefully, you know. But within that, it's also important to not get discouraged, or, you know, by comparing and thinking, oh, I'm not as good as that, or not as... I don't know. So I just really struggle some days with being discouraged, and I think this morning is one of those mornings. And I don't know, I just like to be honest about these things, because I think we all have these kinds of struggles, and it's good to be honest about them. So if you, like me this morning, are feeling a little... I don't know what the word is. Just keep going, you know, just keep doing your thing, keep creating, keep, you know, singing your song, so to speak, because each of us, I'm using song analogies because I'm a singer as well. I teach singing also. You know, each of us has a unique voice. No one else sounds like you in the whole wide world, in the same way that no one else has your fingerprint. I've turned this over just so that I can trim off the edges, which is why I like doing it on a you know, on a set base, because then you can trim things off easily. Yeah, so like a fingerprint, no one else in the world has got your voice, and, you know, we're all created, we are all unique. and our voices should be heard in whatever way, you know. It could be, I don't know, wherever, in your home, in your workplace, through your creativity. I think we all have something unique and precious to offer. And so that's what keeps me going on mornings like this, where I wake up and feel like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. So that's that one. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? And I really like how that looks. So I will stitch a few things down. But yeah, see, I used up some scraps and I made something pretty. So that's made me happy. So that's that one. I'll do another one. Who knows if I'll keep chatting. All of a sudden I'm in a chatty mood. I wasn't a minute ago. But that's always the way. So let's start with another piece. So again, I'm just using, it's not a scrap, I'm just using a piece of A4 paper. I'm running out of glue stick already. I hope I've got some more. I'm gonna go in the bin. Don't think this one's going to be as good. I got that from the pound shop. But seeing as I'm going to stitch things down, it should be okay. Okay. Let's trim off that bit there. Else, I literally had this sitting next to me, so that is going to, this is just a bit of scrapbook paper that's going to go on here. And the thing with putting stuff down and being ruthless about it, oh, that's quite nice actually on that side. Is that you can layer. So even if you put something down and you're not sure, it just, I mean, you can always take it off, but also you can just layer on top of it and then it all adds something, you know. I have a collage journal somewhere, but I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to fetch it because seeing as I was talking about this today. Sorry, shaking the camera. This is another of those English catalogue books. I don't know if I've mentioned on here before that we live in an old library. I probably haven't. My husband works for an old library in central London and we live in the building. I don't have access to the library in the sense that, like, to the books in there because they're all super old. But sometimes I rifle through the recycling if they're getting rid of stuff, and I salvage a few old books that I can reuse. So this is a cover of one of the books, and oh, look at that binding. I have no recollection of how I did that. I think I watched a YouTube video. But this was my collage journal. I actually didn't do very much in here. It's a bit of pointless showing you. But yeah, this was just one of those things. I think I was doing a daily exercise of just layering stuff on a page and trying not to think about it. And then over time you go back and you go, oh, so there was some coherence. Look, there's all these greens and blues and the circle there and circle there. But actually a lot, and the circle there, look. But a lot of the time in the moment it's instinctive. And I think over time I just learned to trust my instincts and go, it will work out in the end. It will all come together. And here, oh look, love hearts. It was Valentine's yesterday. And here, I think this was the back of an envelope and literally just scraps. But I can still see some coherence with the yellows and the pinks. And that would make a really nice background for something if I had done it on a free piece of paper. And this is just bits of greaseproof paper. Wow, the texture of that is interesting. Oh, that's it. And a tiny bit in there. Ah, I need to resurrect this journal. This has been sitting on a shelf for a while. I'm really interested in that binding. But yeah, that's a collage journal. So what else have I got? Some tissue paper. Oh, and some music paper. Seeing as that has presented itself, let me stick it down. Yeah, so one day on a weekend I will film a little tour of upstairs, which is where the reading room is. I don't have access to it in the week. You might like to see it. There's loads of old books in there. And the irony of it is not lost on me because I spend a lot of my time making books, how should I put it? Trying to make books look old. And I live in a building that is full of books that are centuries old. It's quite funny. You couldn't make it up, could you? But yeah, so this page is kind of having some pinks and things as a theme. Let me stick that down. And the reason I'm being so open and vulnerable today is because I've got in my mind that no one's going to watch this video. It'd be sod's law, won't it, that I end up some people watching it. It's good to be transparent sometimes about our struggles. I don't have any shame. There's no shame in it. I really firmly believe that there is no shame in struggle. What you do with the struggle is important, how you respond to it. I think the key is to just keep showing up, which is what I'm doing this morning. Keep showing up and doing your thing. And it will be a blessing to somebody somewhere. I'm not sure about that, but I'm trying to be spontaneous. Oh look, there's some more of that banana paper that I was talking about yesterday. Let me stick that down, because this will make quite a nice background sheet. Probably some bits of it will, for something. And then I can put that there. So, what else should I talk about? I have some more book pages here. Let's do that. buzzer probably is going to go quite soon because Daniela's on her way home. So this might be the last in fact, I hear her coming in now, so this probably will be the last page. Hi, darling. Gosh, the morning has just gone so quick. I was procrastinating. Well, not really. It was necessary for me to tidy my desk, so that took me quite a while to do. Oh yeah, and I did work on a couple of covers for some TN inserts. And then I decided to tidy my desk. And then I decided to film this impromptu collage video. Ooh, I can feel the overthinking is coming on. It's coming upon me. So quick, let's get this finished. Let's get this done. Oh look, I have some more of that lovely petal paper. Oh, that looks really nice layered like that. So I'm just going to stick that down. And then I'm going to go and have lunch with my girl. So a little see-through through there, so maybe I'll put something else down underneath it. Hi darling, I'm just filming a video.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright, I'll be done in like 5 minutes and then we can have lunch. Okay, so that's that page. I was thinking maybe to stick something else down. Oh yeah, I think I will. I'll just rip that. I like that little butterfly. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. Yes, I only managed 2 sheets. That's okay. Make for a nice quick video that I don't have to edit because I've done it entirely in real time. So I'm just trimming off the edges and then later on I'll stitch a few bits down and show you if I do another video like this. Okay, so there's that one, and you can see they're kind of like beige and pinks as a theme, and this one's got a little bit more of a hint of blue. So those are the 2 collage sheets that I've done. Don't know what I'm going to do with them, but it's just a nice thing to do. I feel better for it, weirdly. Not weirdly, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I feel better for it. So thank you for watching and I shall see you soon. Lots of love. Bye bye.